Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. Now, for real, it's the Good Sleep Day event. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research with the day already in progress. As we can see by our wonderful, cheery, slightly different background, I have selected the new island for the week, so we're on green grass for this week. We've got a lot to go over in all of this. We'll swing back there in a little bit. We'll get these things try to get them as close to in order as possible. So, first thing up, full 100 sleep score. 9 exactly hours of sleep. It looks like a majority of snoozing, not as much slumbering as last time. Which is fine for me. It was really more the sleep that I prefer to have personally, of just like what gets the most restful feeling for me. But also kind of a bummer, because without that slumbering sleep, it means I probably won't be seeing Farfetch today. Probably as in not. But this will wind out as the last of the relaxing week on green grass or on old gold, and oh my goodness, so many 3 stars. Where were they all the rest of the week? It's that extra 1.5 times. That gets that nice big pop at the end. Screen recording, please. I really just need you to cooperate right now. Thank you. It has been one of those days today where Murphy's Law is in full effect, so bear with me. We've got a Pikachu atop belly, Palmy hanging up there in the top corner, a new sleep style for Luxio down there. That's cool. At least get some progress from this week. We got Mr. Mime, Clefable, big butt there, Ampharos, Eevee, and another Palmy. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone. Oh, it's been a minute since I actually hit next on there. Well, that is a nice chunk of XP and Dream Shards. Alright, yeah, so just the Paws Up Luxio. Spark Sleep. Again, it does have like a little electrical current popping out the tips of the front paws. Oh, and that finishes Luxio's Sleep Dex. Alright. So, out of this group, I've got... Now, Ampharos is the only one I haven't taken home. And since there isn't anything that I'm like absolutely going for, let's just get some progress going on. And I know it's not taking home anything, but put some progress on the board. And for today's daily gift, got a little bit to scroll through in there. Ah, helper whistle. That's nice. Those are helpful in a pinch. And as we can see there, we now have the there we go. It's there we go. The premium biscuits with the little leaf icon to let us know that those are going to be used for the event. I will share that. Palmy. How about everyone with those electric healing? That's a nice chunk of XP. That feels good. It's going to take the rest of this week to get that far again, but it feels good for now. Cool. So that brings us here. So we've got legendary research going on this week. So just going through, that's just all of the reminder text for what we've got going on. So berries are Greppa, Leppa, and Oran. Final strength from dishes will be multiplied by 1.1. Fire, water, and electric type Pokemon's main skill will get triggered by 1.25. And we have access to the event exchange. We'll also have pseudo-balanced sleep, so that will be good, or event balanced. So I've been saying. And yeah, we've been all through this. I just wanted a nice little refresher to remind me what we got going on. We do have those limited time missions, so already got a good chunk of them. Do have to make sure to get incenses used for this week, because that is worth a nice hefty 50 material. Hand out 15 biscuits, so I do have to make sure to hand out some this time, because it is important. I'll go ahead and collect those now. And for our weekly missions, the Master 3 reward is Larvitar incense, which is nice, because I do need that. I still want a soybean gathering Larvitar to help finish the trifecta of top 3 soybean collectors. We got favored berries, which shouldn't be a problem because I'm going to be keeping Palmot on the team this week. The Friend 10 Pokemon is also on there. And no candies this week. Yay! That means I can hold onto all the Dream Shards that I get this week, because I might have to put them to use next week. Some bonus sleep points. And as we saw, but it's still going to put the reminder here on the main screen, the first set of bundles are there, so they're available in case you want them. And we've still got the good Sleep Day bundles hanging out for another couple days. Take advantage should you choose to. Alright. In the event exchange, we've seen this prior, but this is the first time with all 3. So we've got 2 each of the cheap incense. We've got 5 of the more expensive incense. So this is good. That means that there'll be, because you can hold the 1 at a time. So right now I actually have enough that I could just get Entei tomorrow if I wanted to, and just continue to restock. We've also got the Premier Biscuits hanging out there too, so you get 2 of them for 60. The remaining 10 are at 120 a pop. You got some candies, some evolution items, Dream Shard clusters. The big one there being the main skill seed, that is the go-to, and some candy. So lots to like in there. I think at least for this week, we'll see what shows up. I do have to use incense for this week, so maybe some of that legendary incense might be worthwhile. I'll be getting a little bit more once I get on with the week, so gotta think of how I want to use that. Let's head in. No news, but there is a gift. Let me guess. Either materials or a Premier Biscuit to get things started? Yeah! So just like the last 2 events, you get a Premier Biscuit to kick things off. So hopefully if you do have that Pokemon showing up hungry, one of those legendaries, you can make some good progress there. Let's check in with the community. We have 48 reports, and I just noticed I've got a space available on the friends list. So I'll be sure to get research ID on this post. It's another 9 material. What a shame for someone to pop off right as the event's about to start. Well, room for new friends. Always happy to have them. So thank you everyone for your continued sleep research. It's going to help out tremendously this week. Alright. I also neglected to mention, do have desserts and drinks for this week. So I will be focusing on making the tea time corn scones. So apples, ginger, corn, and milk. Right now I have Blastoise on the team, the Milk Blastoise to stockpile a good chunk of milk. And then I can move over to the Dene to get extra tasty chances and extra apples. So that'll all play together nicely. Since I don't need a lot of milk for each of these cooks, I can very easily stockpile. Wonderful. Alright. Are we good, or do I need to give it some more time? No, got what I need. Wonderful. And because I'm not going to be using a good camp ticket for this week, I'm going to focus that in for next week, because that's going to try to climb to Master 20 in Topalo. So that is going to be where I want to use it for this month. So I won't have a big pot to go with for this week, but that's okay. It means I can just continue to build off more ingredients. And if need be, I do have Glaceon that I can throw on the team to make a little bit of pot space. Won't get any of that extra trigger benefit, but not too worried. Cool, Master 2. Green grass and that explosive start. It's just nice. So, let's take a look. You're holding out on me with some of those ingredients? Come on. So, at least getting... I do have enough friend incense to get through almost this entire 2 weeks without having to not use a friend incense. But I'm going to hold off on that until, again, next week. I'm going to use it. Recovery incense is 1 tonight. What do we have from the legendary side of things? I have Entei, and I have Entei. I used my Suicune, and I used my Raikou. Alright, so that's good. I got more Entei opportunities available to me. So I could use it, get the biscuits. I could use it or get the biscuits. I think for tonight, I think I might just take it easy. When going through Suicune, using a Master Biscuit every time and literally like pushing to the absolute limit. Well, I did end up getting a good one. I'd like to take my time a little bit more with this event. So I think at least for this night, I'm gonna take it a little easier. Now, is there any Pokemon that I would like to, for certain, like try to take home that I got excess of? Not a lot of excess incense. Got a lot of Chikorita though, so let's use Chikorita since I got a lot of it. I got a good Meganium, so I'm not worried about that. And that'll be a nice start to the week. Now that that's squared away, how am I looking? Okay, so I have about 5 meals built up. So probably tomorrow morning, after I get breakfast squared away, that's when I should have enough milk stashed for at least 2 or 3 days worth that I can just flip Blastoise off. Should get the rest of the apples and ginger that I need before going to bed tonight, and then everything else is just stockpiling. So that feels good. Just try to take it a little bit easier to start things off, not try to go too hard, too fast. Plus, we still got the big good sleep day tonight, so that's going to feel real nice to have that nice big pop to start the week. Alright, it's feeling good. Well, with that, that's what I've got for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. What did you decide to do for the beginning of your Legendary Research Week? Did you stay with Greengrass to get all 3? Did you go to a specific island because you wanted to find a particular legendary beast? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with some more sleep research and our first night of Legendary Research. But until then, sleep well.